What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so shout out to Ticket TV for talking about this, man. So, this is something I'm not understanding at all on the surface. I don't understand her reaction to what he asked. So, on the left, you have Mikal Bridges, right? Who is currently playing for the Brooklyn Nets. He was a role player with the Phoenix Suns, but since he's been traded to the Brooklyn Nets, he's been a star player, averaging, I think, the last 27 games of regular season, 26 points a game for the Brooklyn Nets, with a few 40-point games. A'ja Wilson is, I think, a star with the Las Vegas Aces of the WNBA, reigning NBA champions, and she's a two-time league MVP. So Mikal Bridges asked her, I guess it was last night or earlier today, when's the next game? Because I think this year they're like 12-1, the defending champions. He asked her, when's the next game? And then she says, please leave me alone. We cool over here. Now, I don't know what that was about. I'm trying to go through in my head what that could be about. The only things that I can think of that would justify that is if Mikal Bridges is being a creep behind the scenes and we don't know about that. Like he's been a creep and he said things that go way beyond the norm, and you know what I'm saying, like her DMs and shit. Because I do know this. I'm gonna put a link to a video in the pinned comment. Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and who else? One other player. Devin Booker and Trae Young. They were all present at a WNBA game featuring the Aces last year. I'll put a link to that video. And she hugged Mikal Bridges. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she got a boyfriend. I don't know if he did something that was questionable. So when he said that, that would kind of explain why she wrote what she wrote. That's a possibility. I'm just putting that out there. Maybe that's what it is, and we don't know about it. But if it's not that, then what would cause her to say this? Because he didn't say anything that's out the way. And I don't understand why all these articles is saying he trying to shoot his shot. Like, what? Asking her when's the next game? That's shooting your shot at a woman now? So just communicate with a woman when you're a straight male. That's toxic masculinity, huh? I guess he asked. So let me guess. When's the next game is toxic masculinity for? Can I sniff your drawers? Is that what that's saying? Because I'm trying to figure out how is he trying to shoot his shot asking her that question. And so for her response to be that, unless it's what I just said earlier, then I don't know what this is about. Other than the fact that if it's not that, then you're just a stuck-up chick who's feeling yourself too much right now. Which is possible. She's been a league MVP. They're the reigning champions. She has a statue of herself at her college school in South Carolina, but the Gamecocks or something, Game Hens, what they call. They won a championship when she was in college. Like I said, they got a statue down there of her. She's been Defensive Player of the Year. She's a reigning champion. All these awards. She probably thinks herself as the LeBron of the NBA. That's a possibility too. So for her to say, please leave me alone, we cool over here, unless it has some other context that we don't think about, okay then. If that's how you feel, then stop asking the NBA to help keep subsidizing the WNBA, and you be on your own. Be on your own and see how long you last. Because first of all, if it wasn't for the NBA, the WNBA would have died 20 years ago. Because the last time they were good was 20 years ago. Because ever since Cynthia Cooper, ever since Cheryl Swoops, Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Weatherspoon, Dawn Staley, ever since they had those players, Kim Perrott, may she rest in peace. Oh yeah, I used to watch the WNBA back in the day when it was good. But since those players been gone, they had actual skills and could shoot with the best of them in the NBA. Ever since those players been out of the league, that shit been hot garbage. And it would have been over a long time ago if the NBA, and out the kindness of its fucking heart, keeps subsidizing this league and financing this league that's been nothing but a drain financially. So you find, see how long the WNBA will last without the NBA's help. Not a damn fucking, not a season. Teams be folding left and right. Why? Because women aren't going to watch your stinking ass, stupid ass league. Period. Stop asking men to come bail you out. This shit is crazy, man. I don't understand this. And, you know, like, getting to the other point I was trying to make, like, what? I mean, I ain't trying to say that she's a... I mean, look, man. If this is what it's getting to, when you communicate with a woman and she says this on a regular, like you a creep, well then, don't blame more and more people and more athletes when they go the Zion Williamson route. You know, they just cut the middleman or the middle woman and just say, hey, if I give you this, can you give me that? Because hell, Jesus, if he was trying to shoot his shot, damn, she could have did it better than that. She could have done it a lot better than that. And I really don't see, I mean, whatever, bro. I listened to a video of her, and I was wondering whether or not she was what she appeared to be. To be honest with you. You know, you know what I mean by that, right? I mean, I don't even know if is she 100%? Sure ain't no science experiment shit going on here. Like, so I don't get it. For her to feel like that. But you know, a lot of this got to do with this too, y'all. A lot of it has to do with this. A lot of it has to do with envy. Because she considers herself, I'm pretty sure she considers herself a superstar, right? And Mikal Bridges is supposed to be this role player, right? But Google can be a good friend. Ain't that right, Mikal? Just go to Google, like you said, right? Fuck going to asking her. Just go to Google. A'ja Wilson made less than $200,000 last year through the WNBA. Less than $200,000. You know how much money Mikal Bridges made? $21 million last year. That is what? 20 times more than what she made? So you don't think that bothers her? She's supposed to be this superstar, but she's making a mere pittance of what a role player makes? Asking these fucking players to take their salary and give it to y'all to help y'all out. Man, get the fuck out of here. Nobody was helping Joe Folks out. Nobody was helping George Mikan out when they had to work in their off season with jobs like mechanics and cab drivers and salesmen and all the other shit with fucked up ankles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Most of the early NBA players, you got to remember, a lot of those NBA players were World War II veterans. So they've been through some shit. Then they playing basketball, right? And that wasn't enough to pay the bill. A lot of them played basketball. Some of them had their war pensions, and they still had to work other jobs in the off season to make ends meet. Was anybody there to bail them out? Nah. The NBA has been built upon the back of each generation. Each generation made more and more money than the next one. But it's been a 70-year process. They crawled, and then Elgin Baylor and them, they made a little bit more. They was making $20,000-$30,000 a year. Then Wilt and Bill came along. They was making $80,000, $100,000. Then the next generation in the 70s, they was making $500,000. And then Magic, the first $1 million guy, then multi-million, and then 10 millions, and then Jordan, 30 million. Now you got players making 40, 50, million a year. This has been a 70-something year process. WNBA only been around for 25 years. 25 years into the NBA, they were still only making a couple $100,000. So anybody gonna help you out? Build your goddamn league like the NBA did. It's gonna go through hard times. So as I said before, look at women to build your league. Period. Stop looking for other people to bail you out. So that's my look. That's how I look at it. Unless he did some creepy shit that we don't know anything about, then I just chop it up to her just being an asshole, and probably don't like the fact that he reminds her of the fact that her league, they don't make that much fucking money. She's supposed to be a star, but she ain't no household name. I guarantee you, if that was LeBron James asking her when her next game was, oh, LeBron, I'm a big fan. Fuck out of here. Fake ass.